Well, Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to really reveal to us how he anticipates or predicts a very tough season ahead of Manchester United. As we are left with only close to 20 games to go, he's really predicting that, talking about the pressure increasing and so much so much more to that is going to be explained to you as to why Erik ten Hag is going to really anticipate a very pressureful season at Manchester United. Welcome to United Matters channel. Good morning, guys. How are you and where are you watching us from? Rock and David is my name. And don't forget to smash the like button, comment and share. And obviously, guys, do the needful and subscribe if at all you're watching us for the very first time. Now, we are talking about Bruno Fernandes, the coach. Did you know that Bruno Fernandes is a coach? Did you know that he coaches his players and Ten Hag lets him do that unless otherwise there are some hardships that has really gone ahead to really encounter? That's when he goes back to Erik ten Hag and tells him, please, I need some help in here for you. This shows you why Harry Maguire, even off the pitch, is no longer the captain of Manchester United. The captain of Manchester United is Bruno Fernandes. Speaking out, it's okay to say that Harry Maguire is the captain, but according to this explanation that Erik ten Hag has put out, Harry Maguire is no longer the captain of Manchester United. It's Bruno Fernandes, because we thought that maybe Bruno Fernandes is the on-pitch captain and off the pitch, Harry Maguire is the captain. But it looks like Harry Maguire was already dethroned of his captaincy and Bruno is the man leading everything. And lastly, we'll talk about Rashford. Rashford has gone ahead and really put out the best statement that you will ever hear of him, putting United first and his entire team first before the individual goals really coming through. And he has really hinted about something that if at all the team goals really prosper and go in line as planned, then the individual goals do follow. So guys, let's set this rolling in the very beautiful way altogether. As today we know we are playing Southampton, not so? We are playing Southampton. So let's talk a little bit of Erik ten Hag and let's start off with this. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is a coach and I'm learning it for the very first time. Ten Hag has said Bruno is coaching players, so he's leading the team in a tactical perspective. His emotion is his weapon, but sometimes it's too strong, and of course I help him. I support him and give him feedback. Now, as things stand right now at Manchester United, it shows you who the real captain of the team is. And I think this has really led to the forcing departure of Harry Maguire. Why? If it continues to be like this, when Bruno is acting every role of a captain at Manchester United and Harry Maguire is doing nothing, then you expect collusion of roles. And what Ten Hag is going to do is sell Harry Maguire. If Bruno is doing all the work that Ten Hag is talking about, coaching players, leading the technical perspective, and obviously he really goes ahead to align him in a certain way or the other, then what's the job left for Harry Maguire? Because he doesn't play games for Manchester United. That's it. I've seen a tweet today that the games that has captained Manchester United, we're going ahead to win all of them. They are 17. That is a lie. That is a lie. The first two games he captained as a United captain or skipper, we lost them. We lost to Brighton. We lost to Brentford 4-0. Even his first game he captained in the UEFA Europa League, we lost to Real Sociedad by 1-0. You get? Most of the games we've won have been captained by Bruno Fernandes. And I think his winning percentage is at like 70, because if that of Ten Hag is at 76, then 95% of the games that have put the winning percentage of Erik ten Hag to 76 have been captained by Bruno. So I think for all the Maguire haters that want him out of the club, this is a story that you should jubilate about, because it looks like he's finding his way out of the club. You get? Ten Hag doesn't want to see collusions in the club, because nowhere you've seen him mentioned in the leaders of the club. We know Bruno Fernandes is at the apex of the leadership of Manchester United as the skipper. Then David De Gea is another leader. Rafael Varane is a leader. Casemiro is a leader. And is it Luke Shaw? And Tim Heaton. Those are the 5 leaders that we are having at Manchester United. And in their hierarchy, Harry Maguire is ranked nowhere near them. It shows you that Ten Hag is just keeping harmony with Harry Maguire, and I think he has already opened to him that, please, we want you out of the club. And obviously, he's going to leave because there is nothing he's doing at the club. You know what it means when you're the captain of the club and you've gone ahead to play very few games, and most of the games he has played, they just come on as a substitute. The games that Maguire started, I can even count them onto my 10 fingers. You get? Because he started the game of West Ham, and by the time Varane was injured. Did he start against Everton? No. I think he has not started 10 games this season at Manchester United. Most of the games he has come in through as a substitute. So it shows you his impact. But Bruno Fernandes' impact is really immense, and he has taken to the next level from being a captain and leading by example to being a coach who really coaches his fellow players that he should be doing ABCD. And I think Ten Hag really putting him into that role of really coaching his fellow players has really helped him to go ahead and really control his temper like he did in the game of Real Betis. So that is Bruno Fernandes for you. So happiness is killing me because I can't wait for Harry Maguire to leave this club. I want him out because he plays nowhere near the level of a United player or a United captain. And the blessings Maguire has gotten are simple. We might see ourselves winning close to more 2 trophies, and we'll be lifting them with Bruno Fernandes. And where he goes, he will be called a winning captain. But we all know the captain who led the team to that triumph, not so? Let's go to the next story. And that is Erik ten Hag coming out and talking about the comeback. He says, after Brentford, after Arsenal, after Man City, United bounced back. This team can bounce back. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of solidarity from the players to get the performance we shown on Thursday. So he was talking about the bounce backs, expecting one against Southampton because we bounced back against Real Betis very well after losing to Liverpool by 7-0. And today Liverpool has lost. Sorry, yesterday Liverpool lost to Bournemouth by 1-0. So that means their win is impactless. If they went ahead to win today, then it would have gone ahead to make an impact. And now, those who really came up with a 7-up, are they going to go on and really take what we call a cock zero because they never scored any goal today and they lost? So I think Ten Hag is right about the bounce backs, and I think to complete this comeback, we need to go ahead and really win against Southampton, that is today. Because if we lose to Southampton, we would have gone ahead to really kill our pace of turning Old Trafford into a fortress. We need to win this game. We need to win it today and take those points home. That's it. And to me, I believe that is going to be put into action by these players of United because they don't mess. They don't mess at Old Trafford. They can mess out from anywhere, but at Old Trafford, they've seen themselves not messing out. Then Ten Hag has said that he thinks the season, I think as the season goes to the end, it's going to be very difficult for every team because the pressure will be higher. That is Erik ten Hag. Then he says, the pressure will be higher and higher. So you need character. You need a determined team. You need a resilient team. That is it. Now, as it looks, everyone knows how hard a season gets towards the end. But I think for us United, the only trophies that we're going to find ourselves, or the only tournaments that we're going to find ourselves facing hardships are the FA Cup and the UEFA Europa League. Mathematically, we are still in the title race. But to me, practically, I'm not seeing it. Losing to Liverpool put us out of the title race because we are 14 points behind the table leaders, that is Arsenal. If Arsenal wins tomorrow, because they are playing with us, and we win, we are going to keep the same points. And I think at a point X, as we return from the World Cup, from the international break, we are going to be playing that game we have in hand of Brentford. It's going to be at Old Trafford. Even if we win it, we will close that gap to 11. Unless otherwise this team really fall off. But I don't see Arsenal falling off to that level. That's it. With the return of Gabriel Jesus, I believe they're really going to be more deadly and they are going to fight for the Premier League trophy. So, as things stand, Ten Hag is predicting a hard season ahead, but I don't say hard season in the Premier League because to me, the loss of Liverpool today just confirms to us that top 4 is done business. We have one trophy in the cupboard. Let's go in and get in the UEFA Europa League and FA Cup. And for the UEFA Europa League, we are into the quarterfinal. So, I believe it might get hard when we don't really put in the effort. But if I don't put in the effort, I think we are going to be having a better position to really play because we are going to be in the Premier League, already safeguarded our position in the top 4. That means these knockout tournaments, the UEFA Europa League, Ten Hag would be willing to rest players to keep them to play into the other tournaments. And I believe if at all our players are rested and we go ahead and really play in the UEFA Europa League, no team is going to stop us. Why? The pressure Arsenal is going to be having is not the one you're going to be having in the Premier League. Because for them, they are 5 points. Today, they are 2 points ahead of City. So, with the hard game against Fulham they're playing today, they'll find themselves in a position of not even really winning. If they don't win, then they're going to be closed down. So the pressure is really immense onto the team of Arsenal. They need to come out and redo the needful that is expected out of them. With strikers doubtful like Gabriel Jesus, Trossard, Nketiah, I expect them to go ahead and really do the needful. Then, Ten Hag on Southampton that we're playing today, he said, we have seen 2 weeks ago that Southampton beat Chelsea away, so we have to play an outstanding performance on Sunday to beat them. And this manager is paying attention to detail. I like him because of that. You know, he doesn't underestimate any team. He takes every team serious. He knows that the relegation battle is really real. And for us, we are fighting for the top 4 positions. And we are like 16 positions ahead of Southampton. So that just tells you that they are really a team that is really great and they can come in really and shock us. With their set piece captain, that is Ward-Prowse, he's really one of those players that can surprise you on a day. He's a very good set piece deliverer, and then those set pieces around the 18-yard box area, he can curl them into the back of the net. He's a man you wouldn't bet on a day of playing against Manchester United. And against big teams, he very much wants to go ahead and really steal the show. And if we don't come out as brave and tough as we've always been at Old Trafford, then we might face something bad and a shocker coming in from the team. But I believe you're going to beat them. I think we're going to beat them, and I think by 3 goals. Rashford on fire, Bruno looking like he's so much mature. So I think they are not really going to survive Old Trafford. I think Chelsea was just having some problems, and they have been addressed, and they've gone ahead to collect 3 wins. They won 1-0 against Leeds, they won 2-0 against Borussia Dortmund, and today or yesterday, depending on where you're watching this video from, they've gone ahead to beat Leicester City by 3-1. It shows you the impact that has been put into that Chelsea side by Graham Potter, and now the stories of him getting sacked are really nowhere making what we call sense. That is it. Now, let's go to Marcus Rashford, the man who has scored 26 goals this season, and he has really gone ahead to put out this message that has really gone ahead to touch my heart a lot. And Rashford is really grown. He has matured into a player that you would come into a press conference and expect total sense out of him. And I think these are the lectures that Ten Hag has gone ahead to tell them, that I need you to be a team. So Rashford has said, looking to the future rather than what I've done so far, and hope I can continue like this. When you set collective goals, individual goals kind of follow. I think for any striker, the goal is to score 20 goals in a season and then keep scoring as many as possible. Now, these words are really important. That collective goals are important. Then individual goals follow. If the collective goals really come into into happening, obviously the individual goals have to thrive, because these individuals make a team. And if at all that team really makes good results, then those results will impact back to those players. If you're a goalkeeper like David De Gea, you put out some good saves, they'll say he's the best goalkeeper in the world. If you are Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, you make some good clearances, Elliot duels, grand duels won, they say their central defense partnership is really great. Casemiro blocks interceptions, call you the best in the world. Rashford scoring goals, they say Rashford is scoring in goals. But overall, what is mentioned? Manchester United 3, or Manchester United 4, Real Betis 1. Even if those goals are scored by one player, they'll never say Marcus Rashford 4, Real Betis 1. No, they'll say Manchester United. So in everything, the team comes first, and obviously he's looking for the future. And he's not so much bothered about us done. He's looking for doing new things in his life. That shows you that he's still hungry for more. With Eric Ten Hag promising at that he's going to get more out of Marcus Rashford, we just can't wait to see what level Ten Hag is going to put Rashford on the remaining games of the season and the season that is ahead of us. So guys, thank you very much for watching in through. Tell me your thoughts about Bruno Fernandes, the coach, Rashford putting United first, and then Ten Hag predicting a hard season ahead of Manchester United in the remaining games. I sign out for now. See you later. Good morning, and may the Almighty Lord enlighten your day and night. Bye-bye.